All right. And we're on. Jazz chokes on her protein. That's what she said. Whatever. Welcome to Westworld Reviews, episode 6. This is episode DECOHERENCE. I know we do this every week. Does anybody want to take a crack at recapping this one?
Sure.
All right, Jazz, go
You
ahead.
can do it again?
No, I did it last week, so someone else do it for me.
All right.
No, because when I say I'm going to do it, then you just jump in anyway.
Well, I'm not going to jump in.
So I'll say I'll do it, and then you go ahead and do it.
Oh, then
Okay,
why don't
Nick,
you
I'll do it.
why don't you do a better job at doing it, and then I won't have to jump in.
Again, that's what she said. Lucas,
Oh,
you're up.
Shit. Here we go. Here she goes again. Go ahead. Do it.
No, go ahead. By all means.
I can't remember what happened. It was a hail.
It was a hail of an episode.
Hail focused episode. We didn't get to see.
Oh my God, do you need some help?
Dolores. Go for it.
Okay, so this is a very William and Dolores, Dolores-centric episode. We go back to see William in the loony bin where he was placed by Dolores, and he kind of goes through like his augmented reality of meeting his multiple selves throughout history, and he kind of goes through that. While Dolores, she is still infiltrating Delos, and everyone Serac is already taking over Delos, and she is outed by Serac. And then also what? It goes back to Maeve. So Maeve is also building her army against Dolores.
She tries to get Hektor.
She tries to get Hektor, but Dolores ends up killing Hektor. So now we have Maeve pitted against Dolores because now she's angry that Dolores killed her love.
I mean, based on that alone, it's just like, that is the defining moment between Maeve and Dolores.
Dolores so
Yeah.
easily smashed that pearl, too. Again,
Yeah.
it's like she's the fucking
She's
Terminator. They don't reference enough, like, the strength that these things have.
You know what's funny is the fact that based on like the first or second episode when she was like shot and she was about to die, versus like all the other times, she reminds me of like the writers of Superman. Dolores is only as strong as she needs to be.
Basically.
Yeah.
Nick, I don't think your audio is coming through your mic.
What, this mic?
That mic.
I think
Because you're kind of quiet.
Yeah, 100% not coming from your mic.
you guys are liars.
I couldn't hear you tap it. Anyways, so while you try to fix that, so what did you guys think of the episode? Or what else happened?
Well, do you want to go by person to person? So, like, William's story, like Dolores' story, and Maeve's story?
Sure, let's go that way.
So...
William definitely had the best story, in my opinion. Except for Charlotte's whole escape from Delos thing.
well, that was a lot of fun.
Well, it's funny because they mentioned, I mean, I know we were going to go into Williams, but they mentioned when Maeve was interrogating the copy of Dolores, they mentioned that what we were kind of expecting earlier in past episodes, the fact that each Dolores has their own experiences now, so they're all breaking apart from each other.
Yeah. It was nice to see Dolores kind of be a little humanized with her family, but at the same time I found it really odd
Still a
because
butthole.
like her whole reasoning for being close was that, I guess, I don't know, just being in Dolores' body, she felt like compelled to be a part of their family, when really it's like Dolores back in Westworld, like her mind was so strong. I wouldn't think, like, regardless of like the body that she was in, she had like always one goal in mind. And the fact that seeing like these people is having her break that type of like mentality, I thought that was weird. I thought that was just like,
I think it has to
they're trying
come
to
down.
make up something that isn't there.
I think it's coming down to the philosophy of the show, where it's like she made these copies, but they can't all be just like her. So it's like the main Dolores gets to do all the planning and be in charge. The other ones are now struggling to find their own identity because they have to follow the main Dolores. And so they're just kind of like
It
falling
was like
in.
an identity crisis,
They're like falling into the identities of the bodies that they're in.
which is weird.
And the argument could be made that deep down, Dolores isn't a bad person. So that's why she wants to protect Hale's family. Because she knows that...
Well, yeah, that was like a good attribute of Dolores, was that she was so family focused. Remember how much she cared about her dad?
Yeah.
And so now that it's Dolores being built on top of Hale memories, Hale does have a family. But Dolores doesn't know that she's a monster to her family. So she doesn't know that she needs to be
But she wasn't
cold to them.
She wasn't totally heartless either. Like, Dolores saw the video
Hale?
she saw the video that Hale left for her kid. At the end of the day, Hale realized she should have been there more for her family. I think that affected Dolores.
Yeah, but I mean, like, she was, in the face of death.
Well, yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's a little too late for her, but so that could be Dolores and her kind of merging, and that she's like, no, I have to be here for this family, kind of thing.
And this
I
is
didn't-
why, like, oh, go ahead.
I didn't understand the boyfriend, husband, baby daddy reaction to everything. Like, he was just totally okay with it.
He's so hot. He
Yeah, I
was in
didn't-
that.
He was the one that
That
was
one
confusing
show.
for me.
Wasn't he
I
a
don't
robot in
like
that
him.
other Fox show? I thought that was really
Yes,
interesting.
he was. He was with a. Oh, fuck, what was that show? I really like that show. It was only out for one season.
And it's with the guy from Lord of the
And then they
Rings and
discontinued Yes.
and Judge Dredd.
Oh, yes, that guy. I forget.
But anyway,
I should have looked it up, but Michael Ealy, I think that's his name.
did anybody actually think that she was going to get away with it at the end? Like, it was badass when she pulled
No, of
out the
course not.
riot
You never get
droid.
away.
Like, I was glad that they did something with the riot droid. But then, like, when she got in the car and she's like, I'm going to protect you. I'm always going to protect you. It was like, something's going to go
I-
She was
wrong.
gonna get caught.
When we were watching it, I 100% called it. The car's gonna explode.
Everybody who says that ends up getting fucked over. Wait, can I cuss? I can't cuss now. Sorry.
No, you can cuss. You're the reason why I mark these videos as not children and family friendly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you should have told me, then I would be more family friendly.
Sure.
All right, so
Is
that's
she
Charlotte.
is she
Or-
still a viable character in the future? Will she still do stuff this season, or is it going to be like she comes back eventually, crazy burn villain?
I think so.
Well, I mean, based on how the show ended, with her all burnt up
She looks matched.
and pissed, like it's. We're gonna see. We're not gonna see her in the next episode, but we will see her in probably the season finale.
And if she gets fixed, will she get fixed and have Hale face, or will she have Dolores face?
How's she gonna get fixed? She needs to go somewhere that,
I'm sure Dolores
Right now,
still has
Sirach-
access to something.
like in Singapore. Even then, Sarah kind of knows where
Yeah, I guess that's
that
true.
is.
All right, let's move on to the Maeve story, because I think the Man in Black's the best story, so I want to do that last.
I really liked how she was able to speak with Dolores, because this is the first time, since season 2, that they were able to talk.
Didn't
And like you really
didn't
see.
they fight in the beer factory?
Oh shit, that's right. You mean the milk factory?
Well, yeah, the fake beer factory, the actual
Yeah,
milk
but-
factory.
I feel like this is where at least Dolores was able to kind of like tell her part.
I was kind of hoping that Dolores would still have like the Scottish accent, just to remind you that she's really Connell.
Well,
I liked him.
out of all this that happened, interestingly enough, Maeve was trying to try to do like a peace treaty with Dolores, try to figure out like, okay, what's the best way for us to go about this without hurting each other. And it wasn't until Dolores like killed what's his face,
Hektor.
Hector?
Hektor, that Dolores. I think, in my opinion, that's Dolores's first mistake.
I had a question. She took Hektor out and was holding his pearl, and he was still walking around in the simulation. And it wasn't until she pulverized it that he disappeared. He like died in the simulation. But the fake Dolores, not fake, the Connell Dolores, as soon as Hale pulled the Pearl thing, the control unit, out of the system, then the Connell's Dolores like died in the simulation.
Plot hole.
Yeah.
Plot hole.
It was like one had Wi-Fi and one didn't.
Yeah, plot hole.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those aspects where, if you're gonna think about it, the entire time between the arguments between Dolores and Maeve has always been okay for the greater good of what they think was right or wrong. Now, on the other hand, with Dolores killing, what's his face?
Hektor.
Hektor. Now it's personal.
But in a way, I
When
still
you bring
think
it-
Dolores is in the right, because Dolores is fighting for her kind and to save humanity in a way. Maeve is only fighting for herself and her own personal.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing there. Except, I'm just saying like what I just said was it 2-3 episodes ago, whether or not Dolores is right or wrong. In this case, when you bring things personal, from my opinion, in most television shows, that's when it becomes that person either becomes a hero or becomes a villain. So in this case, Dolores inadvertently created the villain. So now we know, like, okay, Dolores is in the right. Maeve is going to be the villain.
I bet you Maeve will be the villain in season 4. Like,
I honestly still don't think how they can extend this to season 4, but whatever.
Well, we have 2 episodes left. They're not gonna finish. They're not gonna be able to like close up every single story loop.
Oh my god! You think we have to wait 2 years for the storyline to finish?
Oh yeah,
for sure.
What do you think is gonna happen? They're not gonna end everything. Like no one's gonna come back for the next season. You're not gonna see any resolution by this season.
Oh, this is so lame.
Why do you think I was mad that there was only 2 episodes left?
That never occurred to you?
Oh, not really.
Like
I thought they were at least gonna tie up Sirach or some shit.
How are they gonna do that in 2 episodes when like right now they're the show's just starting to get good?
Oh, I still think.
Well, they could be efficient storytellers for one.
I still think they'll kill Sirach, but I think Maeve will be the big villain for next season.
If anything, it's gonna be Maeve that kills Sirach.
Yeah, I could see that. Oh, I forgot to mention we were talking about Charlotte. My favorite Charlotte scene is Charlotte in the elevator.
Oh.
When she beats up the
with the
security
guy?
guard. Like, that was awesome.
Does a Captain America?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, elevator scene.
Alright, so now the biggest plot line of this episode, William.
Okay, number one, it was really fucked up the way his counselor had her life blown up. Like, I freeze-framed on her text messages and her reading, and I was like, wow, that sucks.
What was
She
it?
had a passionate affair with more than one patient.
Multiple affairs and opioid addiction.
Loses her license in a year or 2.
Yeah. And then her
And then
husband's
she,
just
has
like,
a divorce.
I'm taking the kids. Don't try to contact us. Done. And you're like, oh, harsh.
Yeah.
Oh, but she also has a mental disorder.
What?
She also had a mental disorder. It's
Bipolar.
bipolar.
I didn't see
From her
that.
profile.
I didn't see that in the profile.
Oh, did say she had bipolar?
Yeah, she said she had bipolar.
I just read what she did. But yeah, that was weird to me that the husband was just like, I'm out.
Yeah, me too.
Because these people didn't do anything. They're like, well, maybe this is the chaos. Could you imagine though being William, going through therapy, and then seeing your therapist hang themselves?
Well, he was like on.
Okay, so what trips me out though is what those guards that was holding William or walking William, were they just not paying attention to the world either? Because
the guards in this show are the worst.
You know what I mean? It's like William sees his therapist hang. Why doesn't the guards do anything?
They seem like they had a vendetta against him or something.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, they didn't even call for help. I mean, come on.
Anybody else notice the unknown protein in the Man in Black's blood?
Yeah, what is that?
I haven't decided yet. Like, he's not a host.
Do you think
we're pretty sure he's not a host. But there might be something that Dolores put in him.
Did you notice though? So they put that thing on the top of his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts.
So like, but he never had one before, and like this whole time I thought everyone had one of those things
Oh no, that was
just to be
'cause
like
Caleb-
a part of society.
Caleb only had one because he was in the military. That was a way to control soldiers to get their heart rate down and make them calm.
Well, because his
Well-
mom had one too.
Well, apparently because it was like, because remember,
Because she has mental problems
uh,
too. Because she was
yeah, but
she was in a
Caleb,
facility.
Caleb only has like, Caleb had like a military grade one, which is the reason why they wanted to steal it.
Yeah.
Oh, they wanted to steal it.
Early on in that season, it's like,
Oh.
oh, it's military grade, let's take it.
Okay.
Hey, Steven Valverde has followed, or
Hey.
SR Valverde 2 has followed.
All right, yeah, no, so with William, yeah, okay, so that's the crazy part. Or what I enjoyed was him killing himself multiple times.
Oh.
Oh, when he killed all of his former selves.
Yeah.
Was that an attempt on rewriting his childhood? Like, was he the fucked up kid, or was he the dad?
I think he was
Because
fucked up.
That was a weird memory to me. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
he was a kid.
so he's just remembering that he was a weird kid that defended himself.
Yeah. Well,
Is
kind
it,
of.
or is it
to
just
an
weird that he
extreme.
was like super violent about the way he defended?
The way I saw it was about violence. It
Yeah.
was just the fact that, because throughout the whole therapy, quote unquote, session, it seemed like he was like, oh, I'm not a violent person. I only kept violence within the park. That's how I release my aggression, so I can be an upstanding citizen outside of the park.
And even
And
even
it
last
seemed like-
season, they talked about how he always hid behind like, I'm doing good things. But that was to like show you he always hid his darker impulses behind good things. Like even when he was a kid, he was just defending himself.
Mm.
But it wasn't even about defending. It was just like defending is one thing, but like you
Just,
said,
like, breaking things.
he broke the kid's arm and then knocked literally all his teeth out. It's like, who does that?
William.
You don't do that to defend yourself. You do that to elicit harm.
It was cool to see all those actors together, though.
Yeah, sitting in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think what's his name? Jimmy
Simpson?
Jimmy
Simpson?
Simpson.
When they signed on, they probably never thought they'd have a scene together.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and then when he was being taken out of the therapy session and you heard voices, did you immediately think it was
I wonder
Bernard?
how long?
Did you think it was Bernard and Stubbs?
Oh yeah, they found him. I mean, it was one of those things that occurred to me. It was like, okay, it was a matter of time. Like Jazz brought it up. Is like right after the scene where his therapist killed himself. Jazz brought up like, what about him? He's not looking at his profile. And the way I see it, I don't think it was in chronological order. It just happened. We were just seeing as it was unfolding.
Well, remember, William's already seen his profile.
No, like other people.
No, yeah, like the therapist. That's the reason why
Oh, yeah,
Bernard,
yeah.
when they came to save William, Bernard said that everyone left.
Yeah, they must have just left him here.
Yeah, they just left it in the chaos. They must have just left him here.
Yeah.
So I want to know, like, how long was he in that,
Simulation.
augmented reality?
I'm also hoping it's not one of these things where it's like, this is what Dolores wanted all along. She wanted them to go get him. Because it's really going to kind of take away from it for me. If she's like, it's like this master planner and she had all this in mind.
Well, isn't that what Connell showed him, or no?
Where the Man in Black was? Where William is?
Yeah, or was he just showing where the people that are outliers were placed?
Because I don't think William's with the Outliers. I think he was just showing them the Outliers. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
What is with this show's or HBO's deal with elephants?
Why are you bringing this up again?
They keep showing it.
Wait, what was the elephant in the room this time?
The kid was holding the elephant when the car exploded.
Yeah.
Do I need to go back to
Yeah.
my old notes, Lucas, and point out all the times they had elephants in Westworld? I have the old notes right here.
Saying.
Old notes. Season 2, Episode 3.
Well,
6 minutes and 51 seconds. There's 2 elephants on screen. That was really the only time. But still, they've already done elephants.
Just saying, every show promises elephants and has delivered once.
They delivered 2 of them though.
I think. Are we done with William? I think we covered William pretty much. I didn't know.
Well,
I was curious
Are
as
we
to
done
whether
with
this
William?
was. Well,
What do you guys think the protein in his
What was
blood
this-
is?
what?
What do you think the protein in his
Something
blood is?
the last 2 seconds was all gibberish. I don't know what anyone said.
Protein in William's blood. What do you think it is?
Semen. Just kidding. Sorry.
yeah, I don't know. What did it look like?
Oh, it just came up on his scan.
I didn't even notice it, to be honest.
Because
I
it's
didn't
when they were
notice.
scanning him and they were like running it through the system. It came up on the computer that he had an unknown protein in his blood.
Oh,
What happens if he's a host like this whole time?
yeah. Is he another hybrid thing, like Bernard?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he could be. I really don't want.
No, but
I don't want the thing in
this.
this.
The host in your blood.
I don't want the show's twist to just be like every time you're not sure what's going on, it's like they're about to reveal he's a host.
Well, okay, question. What do you think his whole point of beating up his former selves? Like, he went... Like, now he's with Stubbs and Bernard, and, like, what are they going to do?
Wait, and you forgot after he beat up everybody, he's like, I know what I am now. I'm the good guy.
Yeah. But,
I don't know what any of it means. Most of the time, you don't know what it means in this show until the season's done.
I'm not gonna hold my breath. After everyone claimed that the spiral White Walker sign in Game of Thrones.
If you go
was a
back
big
and watch
deal,
Westworld, it all makes sense season to season. This is not a Game of Thrones situation.
Just saying. Everyone was making big deals at Game of Thrones and pulling strings out of the air, and at the very end of the season, it literally meant nothing.
It meant something. They
Westworld-
didn't have the book, the final book, for it to pay off, and so they just decided
Yeah,
not to
that's
include it
different.
in the show.
Westworld has... Like, they put everything there for a reason. Everything has...
And besides,
follow-up.
you know it's all going to tie up nicely because J.J. Abrams was an executive producer, and he finished Lost perfectly.
Whoa.
I saw not watch one episode of Lost.
You also haven't seen Arrested
God, you're
Development,
missing
so
out.
you don't know anything about television.
I feel like Lost is the whole reason Nick is in love with Westworld.
That's not necessarily true. I like good TV.
I know it's not necessarily true, but there's an attachment to this show because of Lost.
Didn't he also do
If
Fringe,
I'm-
though, too?
Did you not like Fringe?
I like it.
No, I said, didn't J.J. Abrams do Fringe, and you love Fringe?
Yeah, Fringe is good too.
I think we're onto something here.
Anon. I liked it better when you weren't talking, Anon.
Wait, I don't know who that is. That's
What a waste of time.
We're going to have a special episode where we just
Whoa.
talk about Lost, and we're all just going to fight. It's going to happen.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to be on that since I haven't watched Lost.
You didn't watch Lost either?
No. Because you guys all told me that the ending was all
I never
weird.
said that. I never said that. I like the end of Lost. Lucas, you see what Equality for Souls says?
What did he say?
Plato told me that everything I needed to know about life can be seen in elephants.
Whoa. That could be the whole reason elephants are such a big deal.
Oh my God.
You saw this elephant thing?
He dropped some goddamn elephant knowledge.
I can't think of a pun, but there's something there.
Alright, well, let's talk about the episode again while you think about the point.
Is there...
So what do you think is gonna happen next episode, next 2 episodes? What do you think is gonna
Whoa, pump the brake. Who's
What,
coming
what?
out of that ooze?
Well, that was
Who's
Maeve.
coming to
No,
help
there's
Maeve?
someone else.
Yeah, who's
Maeve.
coming out? Yeah, there's 2 more people. They killed Hektor. They were
I
printing
say-
2 more people.
Oh, I have my
The
list.
white chick. The white chick with
Armistace?
the dragon.
Armistace.
Like the chick, right?
Well,
The white chick.
the white chick had a
Oh,
snake.
girl with the dragon tattoo?
Yeah, with a giant
No,
snake on her body.
it was a snake. The dragon was her counterpart in Shogun World. I don't know her name.
Oh, Oh
He's
yeah.
not hearing me.
That was Agent Armistace.
It could also be Angela.
And
Or
Angela, what could
or
she
Clementine, because Clementine can drive hosts crazy.
oh yeah.
do? No, Clementine. She went in the
You don't think it's gonna
Valley
be the
Beyond.
writer?
Clementine
You don't
did
think
not
it's
go
gonna
to
be
the-
the writer?
Wait, Jess. Clementine.
Oh yeah.
Clementine was driven nuts, remember? And then they used her as a weapon against the hosts. She didn't make it to the Valley Beyond.
What about the writer?
Yeah, he could see more.
Lee?
Sizemore.
That would be
Sizemore.
cool, but
Like
what does Lee bring to the table?
loyalty.
Comic
That's the thing
relief.
that- Comic relief and loyalty. I mean, let's be real. Like,
Fancy outfits.
at the end of the day, Maeve doesn't have that much people that are loyal to her either.
Yeah.
Well, they're bringing. It's gonna be Daenerys and Jon Snow.
Oh god.
No, it's gonna be the dragon.
Well, they could bring the dragon since we've seen the goddamn dragon on this show.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be the writer.
Her crew was Hektor, Lee, Armistace,
And Armistice.
and then Asian
So
Armistice.
if Lee could write the things to make it so that the host couldn't
Oh!
see him, how come
Musashi!
he can't fix his leg?
What about Musashi? Actual Musashi.
So we could see Musashi on Musashi?
Could be.
That's a lot of Musashi.
As far as the leg goes, Lucas, I think it's still the simulation still follows real life in a sense, where he only has access to the simulated host. I don't think he has access to fix his own leg because the simulation doesn't see him as a host.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, other than that plot hole.
Yeah, explain away the plot holes.
So I think he also maybe just likes to see himself as a hero.
I mean, if anything, I'm willing to put money on that one of the two hosts that made this printing is going to be Lee.
My money's on Armistice. They really liked Armistice as a character. They spent all that time tattooing her face.
But where the show will probably go is that it's two more Doloreses.
Or it's Maeve Copies.
Yeah, or Maeve Copies. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Two more Maeves, just 3 Bluetooth devices.
this is just becoming like another like the next level of Terminator.
Or a level down from what the Matrix did.
Yeah. I swear, if it's Maeve Copies, I'm done.
Or maybe
At that point, it's like, really?
maybe it's a Man in Black copy. Because he was the most, I guess in a way, badass person in the park. If they have enough to make a robot him.
But do you think Maeve would want to trust the Men in Black?
No.
Yeah, he
Oh,
killed her daughter.
yeah, good point. All right. I don't know. There's 2 episodes left. I don't think they're going to hold us in suspense on this for too long.
No, we'll probably see the resolution next episode.
I'll say it was
As far
interesting.
as who-
This episode had a lot of characters in it, more than we normally got this season. We just didn't see Dolores Prime and Caleb.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I'm guessing most of
my-
next episode will be them.
Isn't there still one more Dolores or one more person out there?
Yeah, we
that we don't know.
don't know who the last person
Unaccounted
is.
for?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on their way to Berlin, I think, to meet them. I think.
Didn't the show just break a rule with a host realizing that they're fake? Granted, it was in a simulation, but shouldn't
Sizemore?
he have
He's not a
freaked
host.
the entire system out? Huh?
He's not a host though.
I think because he was a copy, kind of. Like it wasn't like a
I mean,
straight.
that was the same thing with the other guy, the
When-
grandpa or
When
the stepdad.
Ford was in the cradle, the simulation was fine. A simulation can handle a human mind. You just can't take the mind into the real world, because that's when the body
So
breaks down.
I mean, so based on that, it might not be Sizemore then.
yeah, because they haven't
But they
figured that
fucked
out.
up on his coding though. They fucked up on his coding because.
Because they didn't have him right. You're right.
Yeah.
They didn't have him what?
Because like in real life, Sizemore wanted to be a good person. That's why he wanted Maeve to succeed. But they wrote his code in the simulation to think that he had like a romantic interest with her, and that's how she knew he was fake.
We'll see. I mean, again, like I said, we'll see in the next episode. They have to reveal it in the next episode because if they're gonna tie off some loose ends, it has to be in the next episode for the for the season finale. Then they can just have that giant like cliffhanger.
I'm standing by. They're going back to Westworld for season 4, and they will set it up at the end of this season. Either that, or it'll be like Westworld, Westworld Site B, Costa Rica.
I really don't think it's gonna pass 4 seasons. I think whatever the next season is going to be the final season. Especially if you have to wait 2 years, bare minimum.
That's so lame.
And based on everything going on right now in the world,
4 years?
No, I would say 3. They'll just push it back another year.
I'd say season 3 took a long time because they didn't know where to go. I think at this point they have some momentum, and I think, yeah, hopefully they're like, we're going here. We can do this faster than we did season 3, but we're only going to do another season. Maybe 2, but not if they have a plan. I can't imagine them doing more than that.
Yeah. I mean, bare minimum, it definitely is going to take 2 years, though. That's what the exec at HBO said. They said that it's becoming a norm over there to take 2 years off before every season for all their major shows.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll have to watch other things. All right, anybody have any other theories before we wrap this up?
No, but did anyone watch Sonic the Hedgehog?
No, we're not talking about bad movies. We're wrapping up Westworld review.
My theory for this season, not for next episode in particular, I think we're probably gonna see Hale again. Or actually, I take that back. We won't see Hale, Charlotte Hale, until the season finale. But we are gonna see Dolores again, and they're gonna focus more on Dolores and Caleb.
Caleb?
Caleb? Yes, Caleb.
My final theory...
And
Oh, I thought you were done. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, we're gonna focus more on his decision on what's his role in this entire thing. That's where the episode's gonna focus on. Like, where does Caleb really fit?
I have 2 final theories. Number 1, we will see Ford before the season is over.
Wait, what?
We will see Ford before the season is over.
I think they're giggling because they watched the preview for next episode.
No.
No, we were talking about it.
Fucking cheaters. Second and last theory, I think Caleb's going to join up with Maeve.
Wait, who's gonna join up with Maeve?
Caleb.
You think? Oh, okay.
I think that he'll abandon Dolores for her lies and the things that she's done.
And deceit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Show's too hard.
Lucas, any theories?
I try to, right, and then I'm just wrong. So
That's half the
there's just no
fun.
point. Like I think, like literally, fucking anybody could come out of that milky tub. Anybody could come out of that milky tub. And
You
I'd be
can
like,
come out
oh,
of
that
that
makes sense. I could come out of that milky tub. And yeah, and anybody can be in Berlin. So I'm like, I'm just in for the ride. I'm done guessing. Whoa, what was with the teenagers spray painting the logo?
Oh, the maze?
Yeah, the maze.
The green maze?
Yeah, were they spray painting the maze or the Delos logo?
It looked like the maze.
The maze.
I was like, what the hell is that? What is going on there?
I'm glad somebody else saw that because I was very confused.
Yeah, I think it looks like the Delos logo, or no, Insight's logo. Sorry, there's so many fucking companies now. Insight's logo is like the maze, like wrapped around a globe, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Maybe it's
So
just
they
that.
could have been doing the Insight logo because it was the Insight leak that caused everything.
Maybe it was just an
Right.
inside joke.
Ha!
Oh no.
All right. Everybody say a theory? Jazz, you got anything?
Oh yeah, what?
Bernard?
They're asking about Bernard.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's been like this like pointless character this whole season.
He's been Maeve of season 3. I'm just
I
kidding.
guess he's just like, what is he doing?
He's finding himself. He's finding his reason for being around.
I mean, at this point, he's building his army. He has Bernard. It's him. He has what's his face?
William?
oh wait,
William. No, well, William. He has William,
Stubbs,
and he
who's
has
probably a rat.
and rejected Thor.
I think him and Maeve will team up.
Oh, Lucas, there's a theory. What if Stubbs is the secret fifth Dolores?
That'd be so That'd be too crazy.
No, but then
That's
she was in
cheating.
Berlin.
That's
Unless-
cheating.
Yeah, that's too crazy and not in a good way. That's not like not good crazy. Like, she's just known the whole time, and Dolores has secretly just been in control of the whole situation the entire fucking time.
She wanted Bernard around to follow Bernard around.
For no reason
To
whatsoever.
keep an eye on him. I don't know. I'm just saying, you never know with this show. All right.
I mean, if that really is, that's another way I'm done. It's like at this point, it's like okay, this point.
You say you'd be done, but you'd still keep going if we were still watching. Yeah.
You didn't say your predictions.
My predictions? Yeah, I don't know anymore either. Everything is just, I don't know. I stopped reading online things to spoil it for me.
Well,
'cause-
so we know it's gonna be probably at the season finale. It's gonna be a Maeve army versus Dolores army.
Why, did you
My
see that in the
biggest
preview for
question
the
is-
next episode?
What?
Did you see that in the preview for the next episode?
No, I was gonna say where does
the end episode?
no, where does William fit into this?
Well, he's with Bernard. So him and Bernard. What? Why are you laughing?
I think there's a secret island full of hosts, and that's where they're all going to go for season 4. And that's where Bernard and William are going.
Well, because didn't they just close out William's storyline, and now they're reopening a brand new storyline for William? So where does his story go?
What?
like,
Because
he
he,
has
he
no-
metaphorically killed his former selves?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like at this point, like he got defeated. His storyline, in my opinion, is over in terms of what happens in with Delos. Like,
Yeah.
or you think he's gonna try to get his company back? So now it's gonna be he's gonna. Is he gonna pair up himself with Dolores to take his company back from Sirach?
Or it's too late. Sirach has all the info. Unless he pairs up with Sirach to go against
Doesn't matter
Dolores.
if he has the info. He's still Dolores made a copy of all the data.
But I'm
No, I'm
unclear.
saying, but like, who's
Did she
gonna-
get the information out, though? Because Sirach sounded like he knew that she was doing it, and he stopped her.
Yeah.
True. I mean, that's something that we probably won't find out this season. Finish the game.
That's
I
true.
think
Dolores
the
did
fact
tell
that-
him when she put him in the nut house, like, now we're in the final something of the game. Or we don't know what that means.
I guess we'll find out next episode.
Yeah.
If not next episode, next season. In 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
We'll find out something before the year is over. All right, I'm calling it. Everybody got to do
All
some
right.
kind of theory. Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next Monday for more Westworld reviews. And we'll see you then. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.